Hello friends, this video is about this. This is Catlin's PC. This is Catlin's station. And if you're not familiar with who Catlin is, she is our editor here at UFD Tech, and she helps to make all of the edits be good, except for this one, because I'm editing this video because she's currently occupied on another stop motion project. Anyways, specifically, we're going to be talking about her editing PC. We actually already covered a part of this in our previous video, which you can check on our main channel, about the MSI Z490 Meg Gaming Ace motherboard that's in here. But then I wanted to talk about the next part of it, which is the Lian LAN Cool 2 Mesh. I actually had to do that Z490 video without actually showing off this case. But we have everything set up in her editing rig, and this is obviously one of the feature points, the mesh case that allows the 10900K that's in her editing rig actually stay cool. And speaking of cooling that 10900K, we're actually cooling that 10900K chip with the ZDAC Spark 240mm AIO, which has kept her temperatures in check. We're not running tremendously high overclocks. We're not at 5.3 gigahertz. We're just allowing the regular boost to take place, but Catlin is able to use all of her After Effects and her Premiere work no problem. But let's go ahead and stay on the topic of the LAN Cool 2 for a second. You've obviously seen the LAN Cool 2 previously, but without the mesh front. This one improves on the performance with that completely redesigned mesh front panel. It's got internal airflow for the GPU with the redesigned power supply shroud with the top panel that has room for 2 unobstructed fans right there and mounting grills for 2 SSDs. They also have 2 different versions of this mesh version. You have the performance, which comes with 2 140mm PMW fans at the front and 1 120 at the rear, and this mesh RGB, which is the one that we feature, has 3 120mm RGB fans at the front, and then we have obviously the 2 120 fans that are on the ZDAC Spark blowing the air out with nothing on the back as of right now because I don't have any spare fans lying around. But each of the cases actually has a different control panel, with the performance having fan control options with speed profiles, whereas the RGB one that we have here offers light control options with colors and modes and all of that. We chose the nice little pinkish purple that's going on here. Reece, is this more pink or purple? I don't know either. It looks both.
Yeah. At the same time.
Yeah. Anyways, we could cover the rest of her PC in the LAN Cool 2 Mesh. We have the MSI Z490 Meg Ace. We have 32 gigabytes of G-Scale Trident Z RGB running at 3200 megahertz. I desperately need to upgrade her to 64 gigs. I'm currently working on that. What power supply do we have in here? We have the Corsair CX750M. That's also one of the neat features of this case, is that these just pull down very easily to come off, and then you pop off the tempered glass side panels like that, and then everything's easily accessible. You also have 3.5 inch bays that are easily accessible from the front as well, in case you want to put storage in here, which we don't necessarily need to. I actually do need to upgrade Catlin's storage because she currently has a 500 gig normal SSD and then a 1 terabyte M.2 NVMe 3.0 drive, and we've gotten somebody to hook us up with a 4 terabyte drive for her editing needs, but that's a video for another time. But building in the LAN Cool 2 Mesh was fairly easy. The mesh front obviously allows us to get better airflow to make sure that the temps are staying cool on the high-end 10-core processor. She was on a 3950X, but I had to steal that for a different video that I was working on. So she's currently on the 10900K because that was the chip that we had lying around. And just to quickly go over the rest of her editing station, she's rocking a mouse that somebody sent us. I forget what this is even called, but it's yellow, which is why she wanted it. Bumblebee. It's called the Bumblebee. It's from HK Gaming, I believe. Now that you said that, I'm trying to remember. It's yellow, that's what she wanted. Then I think this is the Corsair K55. But let's talk about the monitors, because that's really where we have it. These are high color volume, what is it called? Color space? Yes, they have wide color gamuts. That's what I'm trying to say. We have her on the Philips Ultra Wide. This is the 346 B1C. It's 34 inches, 1440p, 1500R curved. It's a VA panel, so it's not IPS, but has 120% sRGB coverage. And then she's also on the 27-inch Razer Raptor, because she also uses this for gaming sometimes, and it's 1440p, 144 hertz, IPS, but then has 95% of the DCI-P3 color space with HDR 400. So both of these monitors allow her to get all of the color reproduction that she needs. We've color calibrated both of them so she can make sure everything looks fine. which is why the videos that she edits look way better than mine, because she actually knows what she's doing. But she wanted a statement piece. She has it, the Land Cool 2 mesh now being the pinnacle part of her editing rig. I swap out the components based on when I need them for other projects. So she was on a 16-core Ryzen 9, and I had to steal that. So she gets something else. And when I decide she doesn't need the RTX 2080 Super anymore, because that doesn't really affect her rendering or editing performance, just her gaming performance, I'm gonna steal that too. And she's gonna have to figure out another GPU solution. I'll figure it out. I actually need to take it out, and I was gonna give her a 1060, which obviously isn't as good for gaming, but I was only gonna take it for the weekend, so she'll be totally fine regardless. So, yes. Land Cool 2 Mesh, big thanks to Lee for sending this over, much appreciated. And big thanks to Zadak for sending over the Spark AIO. Definitely makes it so that she can have a complete editing rig, and we're very thankful for that. Big thanks to you guys for watching this episode of Brainus. I will see you on another thing that we do sometime later. Bye.